Welcome back to Splendid Tales, where every story burns truth into memory. Now listen close because this one starts on a quiet street after school. Two black twin sisters, same stride, same fierce calm, walking home, backpacks swaying, laughter soft between them. They weren't bothering anyone, just girls heading home, planning dinner, talking about a test they probably aced. Then came the bullies. Three white teens with dirty smirks and cheap bravado. Well, look who thinks they belong here, one sneered. His voice carried that sharp, ignorant confidence that only comes from never being told no. The twins didn't even flinch. They'd seen worse. But today, the world decided to test their patience. Bet your daddy cleanse our lawns, this another spat. Their laughter echoed like nails scraping metal. One of the twins, Nia, tilted her head and smiled. Not kindly, but the type that says keep talking. They got louder, uglier, throwing slurs like it made them powerful. You think you're tough, huh? One said, stepping forward, face close enough to smell his cowardice. The other twin, Nyla, just folded her arms, calm as a thunderstorm waiting to happen. They didn't know these girls weren't built to break. They were built to teach lessons, and the class was about to begin. If you're feeling that tension already, hit that like button and subscribe, because this story is just heating up. The bullies didn't know who they were messing with. Behind those calm brown eyes and quiet smiles were years of discipline, balance, and control. Their late father, a veteran martial artist, had raised them to defend, not destroy. Every morning before sunrise, Nia and Nyla trained in their garage. The rhythmic thwack of gloves on pads, the whisper of kicks slicing air. Their mother used to say, "My girls carry lightning in their hands and peace in their hearts." But peace has limits. As the crowd formed, phones came out. The bullies got braver or dumber. One flicked Nyla's hair, muttering, "Didn't know jungle vines grew this long." The crowd gasped. Naya's fingers flexed at her side, not from fear, but from restraint. You could see it in her jaw, the battle between grace and fury. "Say that again," she said, voice soft as silk. The bully smirked. "You heard me." He didn't finish. Before anyone could blink, Nyla's legs swept low, catching his ankle clean. The sound of him hitting the pavement was crisp, like a slap from karma itself. Another bully charged, but Naya stepped forward, one move, precise, spinning him right into his own friend. No yelling, no chaos, just elegance wrapped in power. The same ones they called weak now stood like warriors who'd seen too much and tolerated too little. The crowd fell silent. A different kind of silence. If you're loving how this is unfolding, make sure to like and subscribe. You don't want to miss what happens next. The air around them shifted, sharp, electric, alive with something no one could name. The bullies weren't laughing anymore. They stood there, eyes darting between the twins like cornered animals realizing they'd picked the wrong prey. "Yo, they actually hit back," one stammered, clutching his shoulder. Naya tilted her head, calm as ever. "Hit? No. That was mercy." Nyla smirked, brushing dust from her uniform. "If we were actually angry, you'd still be on the floor." Her tone carried that deadly kind of humor, light but heavy enough to humiliate. The crowd caught it instantly. Laughter rippled, not at the twins, but at the bullies. That's when the so-called leader, the one who'd started it all, puffed his chest and lunged forward, wild and sloppy. The twins didn't even move at first. They just watched him come, like a storm too foolish to realize it was about to meet a wall. Then, a blur. Naya sidestepped, hand grazing his wrist, twisting it just enough to make him yelp. Nyla spun behind, sweeping his legs again, but this time she held him down, face first in the dirt. "Apologize," she whispered. He spat curses instead. Her grip tightened, not cruelly, just enough to remind him of gravity. "I said, apologize." "Sorry," he choked, his voice cracking through the silence. The entire schoolyard erupted. Gasps, murmurs, even applause. Cameras caught everything. And somewhere deep inside that moment, the world shifted. Not just for them, but for everyone watching. If you're feeling that fire right now, don't forget to like and subscribe because it's about to get even more personal. The next morning, the video was everywhere, reposted, remixed, replayed. Two black girls standing tall while hate fell flat on its face. The bullies were suspended, their parents fuming, claiming it was just a misunderstanding. But the world saw the truth. Power wrapped in calm, strength without cruelty. When the principal called the twins into his office, they walked in like queens. "We don't tolerate violence," he began, fumbling his words. Nia simply smiled. "We don't tolerate racism either, sir." Silence followed, the kind that tastes like accountability. Outside, classmates clapped them on the back, whispered thank yous, even kids who'd laughed before. And that's when Nyla said it best. Funny how courage makes cowards quiet. The bullies tried to hide behind excuses. We didn't mean it that way, one mumbled to a reporter. But the twins never needed revenge. Their victory wasn't in bruises. It was in the lesson they carved deep into everyone's mind. Never mistake peace for weakness. Weeks later, the school held an assembly about equality. The twins were asked to speak. Naya looked out over the crowd and said, "We didn't fight to prove we're strong. We fought because silence is what they count on." And that day, every student, black, white, brown, felt it in their bones. Racism lost again. If that ending gave you chills, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because here at Splendid Tales, we turn pain into power and truth into stories they'll never forget.